What happens when respect turns into revenge and boxing legends fight outside the ring? This isn't just a disagreement, it's war. After Canelo Alvarez knocked out Terence "Bud" Crawford with one punch on camera, fans thought it was over. But it's only the beginning. Now Crawford is speaking from his hospital bed, bruised, stitched up, but fired up. He says this is no longer about business, it's personal. And you're about to see one of the most dangerous rivalries boxing has had in years.
Crawford is not a small brother in this fight. Crawford looks like a physical threat to Canelo. If we're looking at it 1-to-1, this is a dangerous fight. I'm telling you all, we can't deny that there is a more level ground when we look at them face to face now, with the physical aspect of this fight being the most dominant aspect of why people feel Canelo would win. I'm saying that now we have to reevaluate this. It's not as far off as we may believe.
Let's go back just 3 days. It all started backstage at a charity event in Las Vegas. Things were calm. Canelo was there for PR. Crawford walked in with his team. But as soon as they saw each other, the mood changed.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Nothing about boxing.
No.
This is what I love.
Yeah.
So
There were no gloves. No security could stop it in time. Canelo exploded, throwing a clean right hand that landed straight on Crawford's jaw. Cameras caught it, TMZ posted it, and social media went wild.
Things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw.
Crawford was out cold. His team carried him away. One of boxing's top fighters knocked out by a punch outside the ring. But this wasn't random. Canelo lost it for a reason. Crawford had been talking trash for months, saying Canelo avoided tough fights and only faced smaller guys. He even went viral for saying he could beat Canelo in a street fight.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm going to be against anybody. I ain't never going to say another man going to whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
Those words hit harder when you say them about a 4-division world champion like Canelo, who's been boxing's top name since Mayweather retired. So when they met backstage, Canelo didn't hold back.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Alashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, I guess, hey, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh.
He pissed me off.
Convertible.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Now, from the hospital, Crawford says it's no longer friendly. It's personal, he warned. Canelo will regret hitting me. Sources say Bud has a fractured eye socket, a mild concussion, and swelling. But even hurt, he hasn't lost confidence. He told reporters, "He caught me off guard, but I'm still me." Crawford says a new version of him has woken up and he won't forget. This isn't about money or tickets anymore. It's about revenge, legacy, and pride. Since Canelo hasn't spoken publicly, Crawford's side is leading the story.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majumdar.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
People forget this feud has been building for years. Back in 2021, Crawford said Canelo avoided black fighters. That comment spread fast, and Canelo didn't like it. He replied, "I fight whoever is in front of me. I'm not scared of anyone." But the tension never really went away.
The only fighter in boxing that I will say is not ducking anyone in terms of weight, class, title, and most importantly, race. I'm not buying that for Canelo. No, I don't agree with it.
Yo, my dude, I gotta give you this is a commendable moment, my dude.
No,
I gotta give you your props because I was almost sure that you was gonna be on the other side of the fence talking about Canelo Alvarez is absolutely avoiding some very slick and skillful black fighters. Now, with that being said, I do think he's being strategic, and I do think there are some fighters who are so skillful, but they don't bring the bag the way they need to.
Yeah.
So I think it's more so risk reward.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about like, I can't beat this guy. It's more so like, if I do fight this guy, you know, what am I really gaining?
That's fact.
So I'm right there with you. I don't think it has to do with, you know, black fighters per se. I think he's just being, you know, strategic in the people that he's picking, just like you.
Crawford kept winning, beating Errol Spence and proving his worth. Meanwhile, fans said Canelo was picking easier fights. They wanted to see him face Crawford. But Canelo always said Bud was too small. That punch, though, shows he felt threatened. It was his way of saying, this is still my time.
True that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people.
Bro, that is so
It's all downhill
crazy.
from here.
No, for sure.
I peaked.
Some people say it was staged to fake punch to sell a fight, like the Paul versus Tyson stuff.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
But here's the truth. This isn't for fun. This is about legacy. Canelo doesn't play fight. If it was fake, they both deserve Oscars. But from the way security reacted and the look in Canelo's eyes, this was real.
And of course, look, you've accomplished everything. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You've been undisputed now in 2 weight classes. This would give you an undisputed championship in the 3rd weight class. But not just that, you know you're fighting an all-time great, and you know that the credit's gonna go to you if you beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez at 168. Is that why you want it?
Well, when I beat him.
When you beat him.
Definitely. You know, the stakes is high. You know, it's high risk, high reward type of fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
When would you say, from memory, that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, you know, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? You know, how long his arms and things like that, just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that. And when he walk out the ring, I'm looking at him like, all that big, you know. So me talking to him with Turkey and Turkey not wanting to fight, and me like, yeah, this is the fight that I want, being that, you know, he's the last great fighter of our era. You know, that's just like, you know, me fighting Pacquiao, Mayweather, De La Hoya, and things like that. So that's why I wanted to fight.
The pressure is high. Canelo seems like he's trying to prove he's still the king of boxing, but he's acting different lately, emotional, angry in public, even lashing out in airports. That's not the calm, smart fighter we know. It looks more like desperation. On the other hand, Crawford is calm and confident. If he wins, he becomes a legend. If he loses, at least he dared to be great. No shame either way.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Crawford has stayed cool the whole time, using the punch as motivation. He didn't panic. He didn't quit. He's more focused than ever. What looked like disrespect to the world, Crawford saw as a challenge. Now he's more fired up. This fight isn't just about moving up in weight. It's a huge risk. Canelo has been fighting strong guys at 168 and even 175. His power is different. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3, and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago. Because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Crawford, on the other hand, started his career at just 135 pounds. That means he's moving up 3 full weight classes.
It is my biggest concern when it comes to Terence Bud Crawford, when people, for some reason, keep mistakenly comparing him to Floyd Mayweather when it comes to being an elusive fighter. Terence Crawford and Boot Ennis have a similar approach to boxing. They are boxer punchers, and it's because Terence Crawford was too big and too strong for most of the opponents. He was too athletic, too. Foot speed, hand speed, just too accurate. Physically, probably the best athlete in the boxing world. He does the same thing, which is why he's been dropped, which is why he's been rocked, which is why he gets hit a lot with consecutive punches. You saw him get Madrimov, you saw him get David Hamnese, you saw the type of punches he was getting landed on from Showtime Sean Porter, right? Because he's used to bullying cats. And that's what I'm concerned about with him versus Canelo Alvarez.
Many boxing experts are worried. They wonder what will happen if Canelo lands a clean shot to Crawford's body or jaw. This isn't Spence. This isn't Porter. This is Canelo, Mexico's top fighter with knockout power in both hands.
Terence Crawford has had 1 fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He is coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
Yeah, same here. And even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with the bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot shotted. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper him up, and then get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I got to do something great. That's when Crawford's going to have to get on his bike.
So the big question is, will Crawford's skills and ring IQ work at 168 pounds? Or will the size difference finally be too much?